All right, Shalom. First off, I'm going to start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rucha HaKodash. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father's true name, Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son. I want to give double honor unto the elders and the apostles, the great millstone who rule well and teach well. All right, in peace, blessings and salutations to all you walk in throughout the four corners of the earth, continuing to push and do the works in truth and in sincerity. It's the brother Mashah, one of the men coming up under the branch out here in the Mourne camp. And I'm here with a quick lesson through the Spirit. And, within this lesson, pretty much I'm going to just be speaking on how the Lord kept the commandments. And pretty much going into how, the law of Moses. All right, because in this account that I'm going to go to, which is how I'm going to prove it. So let's get to that. All right, because you got these Christians that say the Lord returning is that the Lord returning means that the laws are done away with now, but that's not that. They don't have the correct understanding on that. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it, and Lord's will prove, how the Lord, kept the commandments. But this is Matthew chapter 4, and it's down at the top. It says, "Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread." And let's see what the Lord replies. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. All right, so this is the Lord bringing back, this is the Lord coming back as Satan with a precept. All right, so let's go to that precept that he's quoting from. This is Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3. We'll just get to the point. Deuteronomy 8 and 3. This is Moses speaking, pretty much going into the history of Jake coming out of Egypt. And he reads, "And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live." All right. So this is where Yahushua was quoting from, all right, and showing you that he was upholding this precept right here, this commandment, all right. When Satan came to him, he stood on this precept right here. So going back to Matthew, in verse 5, and it reads, "Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple. And he saith unto him, If thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone." So this is the second time Satan's trying to come at him, and now he's bringing a precept, because at the first time he was just tempting him, because ultimately, Yahushua, when he came as Yahushua, he was able to do that, because but here now Satan's trying to throw a precept at him, right? So let's see what the Lord replies. Verse 7, Yahushua said unto him, "It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power." Okay, so this is another precept that he came at him with, and showing you that he's upholding and he's living by these precepts, in his actions, as Satan's tempting him here. All right. So let's go to the precept, that he's quoting from again, and notice how it's it's from Deuteronomy, which is what the one of the first 5 books of Moses, right? So this is Deuteronomy chapter 6, and starting at verse 16. Just getting to the point, and it reads, "Ye shall not tempt the Lord your power as ye tempted him in Massah." Okay, so right here, this is telling you clearly, all right, ye shall not tempt the Lord your power. And for edification's sake, I just want to go into that word tempt. The word tempt comes from the Hebrew word nasa, na, sa, and ha, which means to test, try, prove, tempt, say. So pretty much going into, to try, to test, to tempt, you know. In this case, pretty much, trying to tempt the Lord, to do something for you, you know, pretty much forcing the Lord's hand, right? So let's go back to that Matthew. Um, so that's the second precept, that the Lord stood on, right? So verse 8, again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain. Yeah, again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou fall down and worship me. Then saith Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. Right? So right here, this is the Lord, okay, coming at him again, He's giving them Satan was trying to come at him with precepts, but he was hitting them with the correct understanding. Pretty much he was cutting, what Satan was coming at him with. So let's go to that precept once again in the Old Testament, the first five books, Exodus 20, and starting at the top. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Right? So this is where Yahushua was quoting from. It says right here, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness or anything that is in heaven above, And verse 5 says, thou shalt not bow down thyself nor serve them. And what did Yahushua say when we go back? All right. He said, get thee hence, saying, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. So, hey, that's where he was quoting from, all right? Because, that the Lord said, thou shalt not serve them. There ain't nothing, no other gods before him, but him only. So this is another precept that the Lord went to, and showing you, the Lord was upholding the laws of Moses, because the Lord kept the law perfectly himself, all right? So verse 11 and it reads, then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. All right. So this is showing you clearly that the Lord is upholding the commandments that are in the Old Testament, because the whole book is the law. So, the return of the Lord doesn't mean that the law is done away with. Okay. Like these Christians like to say, because they think just because the Lord came that the law is done away with. But what did the Lord say? Let's get that let's get that real quick. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. And it reads, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Okay? So that's plain right there. All right. The Lord said he didn't come to destroy the law, but to fulfill. So he's just because the Lord returned. When the Lord returned, that doesn't mean that the law is done away with. All right. How was he perfect? Because he kept the laws. We showed you clearly in that Matthew the fourth chapter when he was being tempted. What did he stand on? He stood on the commandments and the laws and the precepts and the law of Moses. Ultimately that's how he was perfect, and he was able to be that sacrificial lamb. You know. So, but that was pretty much the point of this lesson. I hope it was clear. I hope it was edifying. I want to say the water Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai for putting the spirit upon me to do this lesson. And of course, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Ruchah HaKodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, who rule well and teach well. All right, in peace, blessings, and salutations to all you walk him throughout the four corners of the earth, continuing to push and do the works in truth and in sincerity. Hope the lesson was edifying. With that, shalom.